Fox News anchor Howard Kurtz is furious, folks, furious over the fact that his network that he works for, Fox News, is not allowing him to talk about a major news story here in the United States. And that major news story happens to be Fox News being sued for $1.6 billion in the defamation lawsuit filed against them by Dominion Voting Systems. And of course, all of the horrible text messages from Fox News anchors that were revealed last week. Howard Kurtz wants to talk about it. He says it's news, it's newsworthy, but he's not allowed to. Here's what he said this past weekend. Some of you have been asking why I'm not covering the Dominion Voting Machines lawsuit against Fox involving the unproven claims of election fraud in 2020, and it's absolutely a fair question. I believe I should be covering it. It's a major media story given my role here at Fox. But the company has decided that as part of the organization being sued, I can't talk about it or write about it, at least for now. I strongly disagree with that decision, but as an employee, I have to abide by it, and if that changes, I'll let you know. Now, I understand where Kurtz is coming from. It's very obvious when there's a major news story and then you're the only network that can't talk about it, right? People notice that, as he pointed out. But at the same time, I 100% understand why Fox News doesn't want him to talk about it. Because nothing Howard Kurtz could say, nothing any host could say on the air about this, would make their lawsuit chances better. Like, the only thing he could do, there's two options here. One, he could talk about how horrible it is that these anchors did this, and that's going to make Fox News look worse, and it's going to hurt their chances of being successful. Number two, he could deny that any of that happened, continue to lie about it, which is only going to get Fox in more trouble and hurt their chances of winning the lawsuit. So there's literally no good outcome from Howard Kurtz talking about this, because no matter what he says, it's going to hurt Fox's chances of winning that lawsuit. But at the same time, I still understand why you're not allowed to talk about it. You know, obviously working with Mike Papantonio, this guy has been in charge of some of the biggest litigation. I mean, all of the massive lawsuits that you can think of in your head against, these corporations for, poison pills or environmental destruction, Pap has been at the forefront of all of those. And I can't tell you how many times we, both of us, me and him, have been told either by co-counsel or by judges who got complaints from the defense lawyers, and we've been told we're no longer allowed to talk about certain issues. We've had to go back and remove segments talking about certain issues because it can taint the jury. With somebody like Pap talking about it, if he has to go in front of that jury, they could sit there and be like, hey, that's the guy, I saw him on America's Lawyer talking about this thing. So that's also another reason, and it's a very valid reason. And it's something, yes, that both Pap and I have had to deal with plenty of times over the 20 years we've been doing Ring of Fire. So I get it. I 100% get it. You want to talk about it, but you can't because of the litigation. In fact, it's worth noting, there have even been settlements that have forbidden Pap from talking about certain issues on the show as well, because they're so worried about the damage he's able to do to them on the air. So that's just another point to make here. But either way, Kurtz wants to talk about it. He's not allowed, but by God, as soon as they lift that gag order, he's apparently going to start blabbing, and I don't see how that goes well for Fox, no matter what he has to say. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week, and for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @FairandBalanced.